What's going on, guys? It's Matt with No BS Beard Reviews. My subscribers call me the business beard. That's because I work in a corporate environment and I'm often meeting with clients, traveling the country, and really have to be as professional as I can be. So I walk into these meetings full on suit, tie, collared shirt, beard in perfect immaculate condition. And I strive for perfection when I do that. And so, guys, we continue with our Business Beard series, something that I think this may be the most important episode of all. And this is something I do about every other day. I've actually let it go about 4 or 5 days now to grow it out for y'all so I can show you. And one of the most important things in terms of keeping a business beard is keeping clean cheek lines. So I pride myself on having those crispy cheek lines. And so this isn't for everybody. You know, if you have natural cheek lines, that's great. That's good. This video may not apply to you as long as they look on the cleaner side. But for me, myself, you can see here, my beard grows up about to my eyes. And it's kind of patchy within here. I definitely got some patches. You can see. And so I like to clean this up. I will never go into a client meeting without crispy, clean cheek lines. And so today, let me show you how I clean those up. Typically, I do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so I have a technique I use that allows me to get by a day without showing, much stubble. And so I'll discuss that now. So the products we're going to use, I'm using this Black Widow straight razor here. Comes in a package, looks just like this. I'll link all these below. And then something I've been using for a while now is this Tomb 45 shave gel. I actually just picked up my second bottle of this. The first bottle I purchased lasted about 1.5 years. And so great stuff. It's going to last you forever. And so I'll link this below as well. And so all I do, I'm going to take a dab about the size of a pea. It's got a really clean, nice, like barberish shop smell, which I absolutely love. I wish they made this in beard products. And so I've got a mirror right here I'm looking at. And so what I love about this gel, it goes on clear. And so that's just going to give the razor a little bit extra glide to go over my skin. Now I'm going to turn on some hot water over here. Hopefully that's not too loud. And I just like to go down in small strokes. You don't want to take a ton off all at once. So I wash that off between. So we're starting with a nice clean razor. Now I typically switch my razors about every 2 weeks or so. I'm doing this, again, I'll get about 6 cuts per blade. One thing that helps me, and it's kind of looks silly, but I kind of stretch my mouth out to help stretch the skin. All right, so we're gonna come back and hit that again. And so here's my secret. Instead of just going down, I go up against the grain as well. And that really allows me to get an extra day between shaves. Again, we got that pea-sized amount. Comes out green, goes on clear. And I'll go all the way up into my hairline here. Especially you guys with your bald heads, you can play a little bit on where you want that to land. And so I just grab the razor. I'm kind of different. I know there's like a real way to do this, but I just grab it kind of like I'm holding chopsticks and go up against the grain. Now, since I've started shaving my head, I like to actually take my sideburns a little bit deeper. I'm getting ready to do a head shave after this. So I go a little bit thinner at the top there. And then I'll just go back down, make sure I got everything hit. All right, and so I do this right after I get out of the shower, by the way. So here you can see the difference. We've got that nice, crispy, clean cheek line versus multiple days growth. And so with that cleaner cheek line, really allows your beard to kind of pop and really gives it more definition, really makes it stand out in my opinion. So let's go ahead and do the other side here real quick. Again, got our pea-sized amount. Don't forget the mustache area. And then clean our razor. You can see I'm pulling down a little bit to keep the skin tight. It's going to give you a closer shave. Now, one thing it took me a while to figure out and focus on as I'm cutting, I cannot just be looking at one side of the blade to see where I'm cutting. I got to keep being mindful of that entire blade because I could be focusing on the bottom of the blade here, you know, right here, and then going too deep up here. So it takes a little bit of skill and time to get used to it. The trick is not to go too far into your beard. All right. Now you can I still got some scragglers up here, stragglers. We're going to take care of those when we go against the grain. So we'll throw a little bit more of the Tomb 45 shave gel on. And now I'll come. Gotta get the stash here. There's a little patch that grows right there. And there we go. We got the clean cheek lines. It's pretty even on both sides. This is what I typically do Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. I'll then hit it with a little bit of cold water. And I'm good to go out the door without a big gray hair on my eyebrows. But that's how I do it. Again, it's different methods for different folks. But I think it works well. It looks good. It gives a nice clean appearance. But that is probably my number one tip for having a business beard is you got to keep those cheek lines clean. It really distinguishes that beard, especially when you have a shorter beard. You really want it to look well kept. And so definitely hit those cheek lines up several times a week. And again, by going against the grain, that's going to allow me an extra day between shaves. So again, you may have natural cheek lines, so this may not apply to you, but if you're one of those guys out there that trims your cheek lines, keep them trimmed. There's nothing worse than seeing that beautiful beard and then some scruff up here. It just looks funny. So that's it for today, guys. As always, God bless you, stay bearded, and we'll talk soon.